I haven't made a review for quite some time, so I thought I'd come back to this fucking couch and tell you I'm here today for a fucking review. And I only review fucking good games, or do I review a shitty game, or do I review a fucking superb game, or do I not review a fucking piece of shit that deserves to be fucking grabbed by its fucking throat and dragged out of its fucking Adam's apple? I don't know yet, okay? Just follow this fucking video, right? Alright? Let's fucking go. The game I'm reviewing is Legend of Heroes Trails of Cold Steel. So, let's look at this fucking cover. What do you see on this fucking cover, eh? I see people in school uniforms, and they're at some cozy place where they're probably living throughout the story, and that does not bode well, my friends. I can tell you right now, I'm not a Persona fan, so the whole school thing, academy, whatever, with fucking suits, everyone looks the same fucking outfits. That's not my cup of tea. I don't like Persona games. Most people love Persona games. If you've seen some of my previous fucking game videos, you know I don't like Persona games. So now we have that out of the way. The difference here between Persona and this game is that in Persona, you're in a high school. You're a high school student. You go to school doing ordinary school shit. But in Trails of Cold Steel, you're at an academy, a fucking military academy, and the people here can fight like motherfuckers, okay? All the people in this game, following the main character called Rean Schwarzer, is the fucking main character of the game. He's pretty generic from the get-go, but along the way, very early in the game in fact, you get to know that he has some kind of power stored deep inside him that he does not unleash. And this is where I got interested in the story, my friends. Because in the beginning, you just arrive at a fucking academy. It's an ordinary vibe. You just walk around the academy and then you think, oh man, I'm in for a fucking boring piece of shit now, right? Then I kept fucking playing. And then very early on, a lot of the characters that is in the class called Class 7. There's a special class in this academy and you don't know why. So from the get-go you have a lot of questions. What kind of powers does the main character have? What kind of powers does the other characters, the piece of shits in the school uniforms, that actually turns out to be pretty interesting characters along the way. So from the beginning I was very skeptical. Very skeptical. And I was skeptical throughout almost the entire game. But as you follow Rean Schwarzer and his friends and you unleash some fucking weird ass magic throughout the land, you don't know what's going on. There's always some political intrigue from the city you travel to, from the exams you do, the practical exams that gets this team ready for battle. It's all interesting along the way. The character dialogue, the characters, how they interact, everything is very similar to the Tales of series. Great character development. None of these characters are cool from the get-go, right? None of them are badasses. Normally I like badasses in my games. I like to get some fucking characters that's a fucking scythe. You just go like, don't you fuck with me, you piece of shit scum. That's the kind of shit normally I go for, like the Shadowheart series. Yuri in Shadowheart, he's a fucking badass. You have no badass in this game, but you have interesting characters with a lot of layers to their personality. So when you explore and you get to know this cast, it's a very campy story, alright? You will think that it will end up boring when you play it. You go to the academy, then you go out on a practical exam. Then back to the academy, practical exam. It's like this throughout the whole game. But there are mystical elements and plot twists lurking in the shadows that keep you wanting to check out. It kept me going, alright? I just kept playing because those mystical elements that they don't reveal, that's the shit I want to know, alright? So I went through the school shit because I knew there were more to the story. I knew there was a lot more to the story when I came along farther into the story, and I was fucking right. I can't spoil shit, alright? I just know if you play this game from start to finish, the end will fucking give you so much candy, you will fucking drool for the story in the sequel, right? Because that's what I'm doing right the fuck now. The sequel is coming out this fall. I can't wait to play it. It's one of my most anticipated games, and it won't be in the academy setting. It's only the first game in the trilogy of games coming out, right? So from now on, after this game, it's the real fucking shit, alright? The real story is this game, but you have to play this game in order to understand what I'm talking about. If you jump right on the second game, you won't get the same exciting, heart-pumping, adrenaline, blood-veining splatter of blood that I feel right now, right? So, let's go to the gameplay. Have you played turn-based games? Of course you have. You played Final Fantasy, perhaps you played Grandia, because that's a very good example in this case. This is like the perfect blend of traditional turn-based combat together with Grandia's small features like cancelling an enemy's art. If an enemy is starting on disastrous magic, you can use one of your arts to fucking retaliate! You can stop his move! Then you can get the upper hand with the other characters and whoop his fucking ass in this tactical battle system, okay? You have a lot of different tactical mindsets in this game. The way they use the status elements is very unique compared to other turn-based games. In most turn-based games, I don't give a shit about status ailments and how I inflict them, alright? I don't give a shit with the exception of Final Fantasy IV, okay? So basically, in this game, every single move for every character has an additional effect on the enemy, like blinding the enemy. This game has some line moves, some circle moves, some magic, everything. You combine something called quartz. It's like the materia system in Final Fantasy VII, but it's different. The quartz contain different magics and you have to unlock quartz slots to put them in there. And this unlocks fucking magic and your MP is kind of jacked up for every slot you upgrade. It's a very nice system. I don't use a lot of magic in this game. I'm all about the fucking arts. Whooping ass with a fucking weapon, crushing with fucking raw damage. That's what Shredster does. So the gameplay is great. It's some great tactical systems, some great throwbacks to the moves of the classic JRPGs of the past, some inspirations from Grandia with the cancelling arts. I loved it, alright? If you played Trails in the Sky, it's very similar, but in 3D this time around. I love the gameplay, man. Can't wait to play it in the second game. The music! The music, fucking JDK, fucking Falcom Sound Team. What more do I need to say? They always deliver some fucking amazing track. You should check this fucking track out. I put it down in the link below. Check that tune. You'll get pumped to put this game on and start playing that shit before the fucking sequel because you want to play this game. Now the review is pretty much becoming predictable. You know it's a good review now, right? It's not much negative to say except the school uniforms. I hate that. The art direction is not too special from the get-go. The characters have some anime tropes that I personally think could have been a bit more unique. And the pace of the story is the slowest JRPG I've ever played, for better and for worse. Because it's slow, you get some fucking meaty development, so when the fucking plot twists kick in, it fucking explodes. It's like a balloon getting popped. Pow! And you just feel a ton of emotions that you wouldn't do if the game was shortened down. So, it's a fucking great thing, but I still think they could have cut the game by 10 hours because, quite frankly, I spent 90 fucking hours on this game and the story doesn't have a lot of elements to it, so it's a very long, slow game, but it's very fucking worth it in the end, I tell you, man. This game's ending, I can't spoil shit, I just know if you play this game until the end, the fucking emotions I felt, the fucking plot twist, the cliffhanger leading to the next game, amazing! It's right back to the PS1-2 era of JRPGs. They fucking nailed it, my friends! They nailed it! So, now we covered music, story, and we covered the gameplay. What can I cover now? Graphics? You know I don't give a shit about graphics, but alright, it's a review, let's cover that shit! The graphics are pretty good, looks like a PS2 game jacked up in HD, alright? That's just what it looks like. The details are nice, the dungeons a bit copy-paste, the characters, they can convey the emotion you need to feel when the story progresses. But the animation work is very, very stiff. When you use moves in battles, it's very stiff. It's like... It's like that, it's alright. You know the PS2 era, it's just like the PS2 era. Not the highest budget. When it comes to voice acting, this game it's nailing it compared to most fucking JRPGs dubs, alright? The voice actors they picked here were very, very good. But you don't get a lot of it. Most of the game, you will just get text, and sometimes the main character doesn't have voice dialogue, but the other character does. So it feels a bit awkward at times, but you'll get used to it. It's not the highest of budgets when it comes to games, so I can live with it. I don't have a big fucking issue with it. So I think, what can I say? It's fucking great, alright? The dub is fucking great. So that's my fucking review of Trails of Cold Steel. It's a must-play JRPG if you can get past the Academy setting. I did, and I hate the Academy setting, alright? But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, yeah, I got some fucking nostalgia here. So play Trails of Cold Steel right the fuck now, because the sequel will be fucking glorious! What's the last Falcom game I played? Because this game is played by Falcon. I played fucking Ys Memories of Celceta. You must play this game! It's one of the best fucking action battle or JRPG systems I've ever played. It's so much fun, man. Fucking fun! I almost want to make a review right now, but fuck man, the video's getting long and I can't occupy you much anymore, alright? So what's sitting here? The fucking Soul series is sitting here because Dark Souls 3 is coming out very soon, and I'm gonna fucking play the shit out of Dark Souls 3, and I can't wait to get it. I platinumed most of these games with the exception of Demon's Souls. This game requires some online shit that I was not willing to do, so fuck the platinum to this game, but I platinumed Dark Souls 2, Bloodborne. I love them. I put 150 hours into each game. Fucking amazing games. I can't